Greetings for the day. I am Lata Srinivas Manchikanti, born and brought up in Anantapur, Andhra Pradesh, settled in Delhi for the past 18 years as a passionate teacher in Army Public School, Delhi campus. My vision as a teacher to realize my potential both in individual and collective capacity. The desire to do my best for the students is the cornerstone of my vision. In my long-term planning, I hope to help the students learn how to overcome the stereotypes and cliches that plague our present-day education system. My responsibility in their lives is to ensure that my students develop a holistic personality by tapping into the resources of my school, parents, and the broader community. I have done my schooling from Anantapur, continued till my graduation and the Bachelor of Education. Bachelor of Education was a very enriching experience as not only we were involved actively in the teaching learning process, but my love for learning got reinforced. Hence, I pursued my post-graduation in chemistry from Madurai Kamaraj University and presently pursuing post-graduation in education, that is MA Education from IGNOU. I have a thorough understanding of the computer applications which are being used in the field of education. As I always actively engaged myself in honing skills, I am also a trained professional in computer applications, Java certified professional, Oracle and Microsoft certified professional. Not only I am passionate about the education, that is teaching learning process, but also have an inclination towards technology and technology aided education. During my free time, I enjoy reading books, watching movies and listening to music. I completed courses in Diksha like competency based education, module 1, module 2 and 3 along with Microsoft Innovative Educator from Microsoft Office and courses sponsored by CBSE like Technology for Blended Learning, Practicing Blended Learning, Addressing Challenges in Post-COVID Schooling, and participated in many sessions like Multiple Intelligence as well as completing Storytelling as Pedagogy by CBSE. Also completed the course from Microsoft Education Innovative Educator, the keys to Office 365 Presenter Lead Training. Apart from that, also participated in Indian Institute of Remote Sensing certification course on space technology. Underwent various professional development courses conducted by various organizations like CBSE, British Council, IOS, etc. Following are the connected classrooms courses by British Council. 1. Introduction to International Learning. Number 2. Introduction to Core Skills for Teachers. Number 3. Education for Global Citizenship. And number 4. Intercultural and Global Awareness. Contribution to education. Working in the capacity of trained graduate teacher, I instilled values among the children and nurtured their scientific bent of mind. I have got good knowledge of assessment and evaluation techniques, enthusiastically involved myself in organizing the school events, both inter-school as well as state-wise events. Actively took part in registering our school for adult tinkering labs. Trained children for the science fairs and science projects, where one of our school project reached the national level, that is on downdraft energy tower. Guidelines on employment of technology in class to our stakeholders. Incorporation of technology in teaching learning process change the entire arena of education system. It also aids teachers as well as students to gather, access, analyze, present and transmit information. This helps in democratize information in classrooms as well as differentiate instruction for particularly students with special needs. It also assists in co-learning and relearning is emphasized using ICT. Contributed creative and critical thinking questions for weekly CCT practice of Diksha portal of CBSE in the month of July and August 2020. Reviewed the teacher energized resource manual called as TERM for classes 6 to 10 for CBSE for the subject science. Coordinated with National Institute of Open Schooling for Bhasha Sangam for video recording of preamble in 22 Indian languages under the guidance of our principal, Mrs. Neetu Kapoor. Cognitive space accessed by computer which allows users in educational context to interact with texts, avatars and virtual reality. In this space, students and educators can participate in a range of planned and unplanned computer accessed learning. Some of the cyberspaces used by me for transaction of education in remote teaching learning process, that is for synchronous as well as asynchronous teaching learning process apart from offline process are as follows: Swayam platform, NIOS platform, Diksha platform, certain blogs for CBSE, podcast, other interactive and innovative teaching learning materials like using tools, Kahoot, Flipgrid, podcast tools, etc. Endeavored myself in overall development of children as a class teacher, house mistress, science coordinator and coordinator for class 9th and 10th. Also guided children in making science models, projects both at national level as well as state level, and also guided children in presenting their paper at Indian Institute of Technology, Delhi, as well as other projects. I also coordinated in the conduct of science, green and other Olympiads, talent examinations, symposiums, seminars, webinars, presentation, paper presentation in the school, inter-school as well as state level. As an Eco Club in charge, I took up the initiative of making our school Green School. Took part in Green School program audit conducted by Center for Science and Environment and stood amongst top 27 schools across the country and top 10 schools in Delhi, NCR. Actively involved myself in international school activities, that is planning, coordination and implementation for British Council accreditation. Exposure of content to the children and to engage students with the subject. It also aids in active learning activities in which students apply concepts and get feedback, which results in deeper understanding and ability development of young minds, also helps in national and international collaboration, shrinking the boundaries and increasing the connectivity. We need to adjust our classroom to focus less on content and more on application of material, investment in the material, evaluation, synthesis, construction and negotiation of meaning, information literacy, connection of information across disciplines, teamwork, and reflection on the significance of the content. Pedagogical approaches which applies for both online and offline teaching strategies, especially for science teaching or inductive and deductive approaches, which better helps in concept clarity of the child as well as reasoning, logical thinking. This can be done through proper, well-structured worksheets, questionnaires using Socrative, Kodu, Koggle, as well as Kahoot tools. And collaborative learning strategies can be used using Padlet, Flipgrid, Office 365, Google, etc. Inquiry-based learning is one of the major learning approach where children learn through inquiry. For example, project and research can be used as well as surveys, demonstration using BrainPop, Discovery Education and other video and audio links. Third is dependent pedagogical approaches A variety of pedagogical approaches are common in schools, but some strategies are more effective and productive than others. Effectiveness of pedagogy often depends on the particular subject matter to be taught, on understanding the diverse needs of different learners, and on adapting to the on-ground conditions in the classroom and the surrounding context. In general, the best teachers believe in the capacity of their students to learn and carefully utilize a range of pedagogical approaches to ensure this learning occurs. Experiential learning, storytelling of pedagogy, demonstration are the most common approaches generally used in teaching. Competency is a set of skills, abilities, knowledge that help an individual perform a given set of tasks in real life situations. Every learning should go into the imbibing of skills that will help the individual perform tasks or take actions to lead a productive and joyful life. To develop this competency, science-based learning using ICT by using the activities involved in international collaboration, enabling online interactive sessions, CCT questions through Diksha, as well as science dictionary are being used by me to develop CCT skills in students. Presented articles at AIE Army Institute of Education, Noida. That is on incorporation of inclusive education in teachers training program as well as National Education Policy 2020. Incorporation of inclusive education in teachers training program got published in the AIE magazine, that is EduSpectra. Link is mentioned in the slide. I also mentored and monitored interns in the structured internship program, prepared an induction kit for interns as well as the new teachers for their guidance and reference. I also guided interns in their structured internship program as a mentor. Of assistive technology in inclusive education, making room for diverse learning needs. The real miracle of technology may be the capacity it has to remove previously insurmountable barriers faced by persons with disabilities. Technology has got a great potential in providing access for all learners and the ability to access the general education curriculum. Assistive technology, the generic term, just includes assistive, adaptive and rehabilitative devices for individuals with disabilities and includes virtually anything that might be used to compensate for lack of certain abilities, like building understanding for dyslexia, understanding the pronunciation of speech problems, increasing concentration, aggression, using video editing, animation, video shooting, robotics, including slow writing issues like online assessment, which have helped students immensely with this. Contributions for the stakeholders. I presented articles like article on incorporation of inclusive education teachers training program at Army Institute of Education, Noida, prepared curriculum and assessment framework for NIOS Green Gender Teacher Program. Also presented an article on National Education Policy, contributed for the induction kit for interns as well as for the new teachers for guidance and reference, guided interns in the structured internship program of Army Public School, Delhi Kent. Online assessment tools are scientifically designed tools to help recruiters like teachers or educators to test aptitude, cognitive ability, communication and many other skills. These tools come with auto-evaluation, report generation and even grading feature. Some of the tools used by me during the recent online teaching learning processes are Forms, Flipgrid for creative video assessment, Flipgrid for language assessment, Kahoot for quick classroom assessment like formative assessment, Hot Potatoes for formative assessment, and Socrative for online assessment. ICT plays a very vital role not only in homogeneous but also in heterogeneous population. Currently provides a growing range of tools to manipulate digital data as well as access to the vast range of variety of content which underpins the information age, only some of which is designed to support learning as it was believed earlier. In order to harness the power of these technologies to serve science education, it is necessary first to identify the precise objectives of science education and then match appropriate use of technologies to achieve those objectives like awareness, the need for the change, desire to support the change, knowledge how to change, ability to demonstrate skills and behaviors, reinforcement to integrate these changes and be ready for more. The way forward, miles to go before I sleep.